This is Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Taking a look at all that is going down in our world of sports. Getting our attention is rugby in Nigeria. We also talked about the National Youth Games. But at the start of the program, I told you that we're beginning to see some cracks in the house of the Nigeria Athletics Federation. Let's go to Ilorin now. That's where the Vice President of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, Honorable Olamide George, will be joining us live on the program. Good evening, Honorable. Welcome to Sports Tonight.
Good evening, Mr. Hartman.
Good to have you on the program. So much talking points coming from athletics. Last week, we heard of majority of the board refusing the list that came out for subcommittees. In the dailies, we're also seeing not so good news for a board that is new. So tell us, what's going on with athletics in Nigeria?
Thank you very much. Like you have said, there are issues, of course, but definitely we will get over it. We were all aware of what happened, that a list was released without the approval of the board. And majority of the board members said it is more important for the president to call for a board meeting for us to deliberate on how we go about the federation. Knowing fully well that we just returned from World Championship without a medal, and that is meant for us to hit the ground running. And we're all surprised because everything should be done in a democratic way since we all came on board in a democratic setting. And in line with the code of governance given to us by the Federation, that if we must put up a committee in place and put in the Article 9 of Section 9.1, that the board of each NSF shall constitute subcommittee, not the president alone. These are the issues that we're all trying to resolve within us. Of course, we are here in Ilorin now supporting every athlete from every state of the Federation to ensure that we go back to the stadium and make sure that our youths are prepared for the future.
So what are the words coming from the president of the Federation? Because that's your leadership right there. Was it the president that approved the release of those subcommittees? And why are we not having a board meeting?
Of course, we were all surprised that a list could be released without the board approval. And the president has called for a meeting now. But the meeting the president called for, some of us are saying the meeting will not work because there's an ongoing competition in Ilorin now to speak to you. And we cannot be having meetings tomorrow. There will be some events are going on in Ilorin. It is better for us to have meeting in Ilorin, or you wait till after the youth games, where all of us together in Abuja to meet, or you bring the meeting down to Ilorin for us to meet. We can't leave the competition venue. It's against the rules of IAF to leave a competition venue put in place by the Federation of Nigeria to go to Abuja for a board meeting. And in line with the position of the minister that all board members must be in this competition, especially the president to lead us to this competition. So for us, we are all here monitoring things, and if the moment we leave this competition venue, there will not be athletics for 2-3 days. So it's not going to speak well for us as a federation and for Nigeria.
Honorable, tell me, do we have peace and unity in the Athletics Federation of Nigeria?
Definitely, peace is the foundation for development. What is more important for us now is to embrace peace so that athletics can develop in Nigeria. For us, we can't run away from peace. We definitely put our hearts together, but like we have said, it's centered on leadership. We all need to all work together as a team. The federation is bigger than anybody. Individuals should drop their ego and let us work as a team to achieve results.
The president approved what's going on in Ilorin. Knowing very well that athletics is a very, very important event. And if the president approved of some board members being in Ilorin, why is he calling for a meeting in Abuja? Hello, Honorable.
Hello, yes, I can hear you again. I can hear you.
Let's understand what's going on. Did the president approve for some board members to be at the National Youth Games in Ilorin? And if you tell me yes, why is the president now calling for a meeting in Abuja when he knows that we have the National Youth Games going on?
Well, I think we should not undermine the directive of the federal government. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I think we should not undermine the directive of the federal government and the Ministry of Sport. They are the apex body controlling every federation in Nigeria. If there is a federal Ministry of Sport group program in place by the federal government, all federations, I'm watching a TV, I saw the vice president of rowing making a presentation there. All federations are in Ilorin now as I speak to you. So we must not undermine the ministry. We must do everything in line with the ministry and code of conduct given to us. A competition like IAF, for example, if we have to go for IAF Congress, it must be at the venue of the competition. And after the Congress, the competition kickstarts. So we must do things with the principle of the game, with the rules of the game. Athletics is memorable. I call athletics the only sport that is memorable in the whole world because there is no how the result will be so clear. So we must live by the rules too. I would just advise that we should not kill this sport. I'm a former national athlete. This sport is important to all of us. The ministry officials are all here. We can't be having a meeting of athletics in Abuja and the athletics competition is going on in Ilorin, where all the board members are all here, the technical department, every department are all working here. Then it means if we are leaving this place tomorrow for a meeting in Abuja, there will not be competition for like a day or 2 days. And we can't shut down the athletics. It's not possible.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Olamide George, Vice President, Athletics Federation of Nigeria.